Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kyle. This is my brother Patrick, and we are here to announce the opening for the American Preparedness Tour 2025 season.
Yes.
Patrick, who do we have with us tonight?
We have our spectacular tour partners. So tonight in the studio, like he said, it's Kyle and I. Normally you'd see Spags over here, but Spags is back here tonight.
Yes.
This is Judge and Jury Spags. Look at that. I'm picking his nose. See that? Yeah. Oh, but no, sorry. We have our illustrious, the one and only Miss Nicole Sauce.
There she is. Hey, Nicole.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing. Just do the thing. I don't even remember how it works.
I don't either exactly.
There it is. Yeah.
Yay. Nicole Sauce of Living Free in Tennessee. She's with Hollow Roast Coffee and the leader at Self-Reliance Festival. How are you doing this night, Miss Nicole?
Happy and sassy.
You're happy and sassy. That's good. That's good. And then also in the back of the studio, we have the one and only Miss
Shelly.
Hey, everybody.
Shelly is the backbone. She's like the rubber band and the glue at the Kentucky Sustainable Living Festival. It kind of keeps it all together. Like she's like the unsung hero and like the quintessential "not all heroes wear capes" analogy. How you doing?
I just love how she looks really calm for the whole event, even though inside she's screaming.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's what Clark Kent does when he's in public.
I usually go outside to our trailer out back, and I'm just like, leave me alone. Just give me 5 minutes and stay away from me.
Decompress.
Sit on your hands and start rocking.
Yeah, something like that.
That's your alone time.
Yeah.
You need to carry a clicker this time, and every time somebody asks you a question, just hit click, click, click.
Because they're all
At any
kind of,
event, you'll be really astounded at how many questions you answered in a very short period of time.
yeah, but they're all coming to me because they go to Jason, and Jason says, "Go find Shelly."
That's what I mean. I don't know how many times I've heard that. Go ask Shelly. Shelly,
Go ask Shelly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Like,
say.
why do we
Jason.
have you?
That's right. Well, Jason's the muscle, right? He's the backbone, and you're the.
He does do a lot of running.
Yep. That's all good though. Well, again, we're here. We're with the Great American Preparedness Tour. We have Kentucky Sustainable Living. Looks like Shelly's right over here. Then we have Nicole's over here on the other side of Kyle, and she's Self-Reliance Festival. So we're going to talk a little bit this evening about Midwest Preparedness Projects Festival coming up here in May.
Yep.
A little bit about KSL over July. You guys are July 18th?
18th through the 20th.
18th and 20th. And Self-Reliance is the 5th and 6th?
Yep.
Coming up in October?
4th and 5th, it is.
4th and 5th, yes.
4th and 5th. There we go.
I was testing you, Nicole.
There you go.
It was last year, but that same weekend in October, yes.
It was. I threw you a curveball. You passed. You caught it, actually. Hey, Kiri. Hey, Lisa. How you doing tonight?
And if you didn't catch any of those dates, you can check. You can find all three of them at the American or the preparednesstour.com website as well.
Yes, thank you, Kyle. Thank you, sir. We've got. I guess we can start with ours. We're first in the tour. Ours is coming up here in just a couple of months, and I think we're gonna. Now, Shelly, are you gonna come out and visit us again this year so that we can talk more about what happens in Kansas, stays in Kansas?
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to make it to Kansas this year.
All right, that's all right. I don't blame
I
you.
would love to. I had a great time, and any of you all that are out there close to that, you need to go because their festival. It's camping, it's hanging out, it's just a great time. You totally need to go check it out.
Yep. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. That was a warm and shameless plug, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
Nicole, what about you? Are you going to make it out this time?
I'm coming out with Mama Sauce.
All right.
Yeah, I just found out. I thought you were scheduled on my choir concert, but you are the weekend after my choir concert. So we're going to sing. We're going to have a couple days off, and then we're going to head out. I don't know if I'll spend a couple days driving there this time. That first day I got there, that first time last time, it was a very long driving day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We don't have.
I drove for 14 hours. So, yeah.
We don't have a singer for MPP yet. Maybe.
You trying to coach Nicole into doing some?
I mean, performing, Nicole.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to bring my keyboard.
It's all right. I bet we can find a keyboard. I bet you don't even have to bring one. You can just show up and rock somebody else's. It's like,
yeah, we got one.
we'll get you a keyboard. That's easy. I'm looking forward to that. So the Midwest Preparedness Project,
Yes.
our festival is coming up in May. Rapidly approaching now. I think we're 99.9% ready to pull it off. So we're cruising and bruising. So we are May 6th through May 11th at Clinton Lake, just outside of Lawrence, Kansas. And like Shelly said, it really is a great camp out. It's a great family-friendly event. Please leave your barky, talkative, non-socialized, aggressive dragons, rabbits, squirrels, whatever, gerbils, dogs, cats. Leave them at home, please. It's a family-friendly place. But if you do have to bring your puppy, make sure they're socialized, because sometimes it happens, and we have to tell people to bring their, take your dog home, take your kid home, take your wife home, whatever. It happens.
And RV spots are first come, first serve, and they are filling up. They're going to fill up fast, and we've got a lot of people expected to come this year. So
yeah, I think we only have 18 spots over there that are left, and they will fill up fast. It's free. It's free to the public, which means it's first come, first serve. So again, those people that drop in there.
If you don't show up on Tuesday or early morning Wednesday, you may not get a spot.
Yeah, probably not. If your RV's not in its place by Thursday morning, maybe Thursday night, Nicole, we might be scrubbing you a spot and like trying to block it off and fight the kids with butcher knives.
I probably won't be there till Thursday night. I think.
Okay, we'll see what we can. We know some people, so
yeah, we might know some people.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it going to be at the same place it was last year?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yep, same place. We got that place again. It's a great place. You're gonna love that place. Everyone that comes out, it's a tremendous place. It's the greatest place ever.
It's huge. It holds a lot of people.
I'm telling you.
All the people. It's gonna be great.
My friends like this place. You're gonna like this place. Let me tell you all about this place.
You're gonna love it.
Wow, you guys do that a little too well.
All right.
I don't appreciate that you came in here without a suit, but that's all right.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Shameless plug.
I do remember that.
Yeah, right. It's a nice place.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic campsite. It's I think it's 500 people is what it's technically supposed to be able to cram it. Oh, hey, look, there's a German Shepherd.
Yeah. Hey, Lewis.
German Shepherd.
Get
500
Oh my God,
people.
on my screen, that totally looked at like a cutout of a dog, like a shadow or something. When it came up there, I was like, "What is that?"
She likes to photobomb the videos.
Yes, this dog is like scary, like literally, like sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll be getting up to pee and like I'll look down the hallway and I'll just see two eyes and white teeth.
What you doing, Dad?
Yeah, and like if I was anybody else, I'd be like, oh yeah.
I will tell you this: the reason that I no longer have a dressmaker's dummy in my sewing room is getting up in the middle of the night to pee, thinking there was a person standing in the doorway of the sewing room.
Oh yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't made a dress with that thing in 5 years. It's out.
See?
Yep.
That's exactly how that happens. And why? Yeah, same thing. This dog will scare you in the middle of the night, but she's a big fluffy puppy. She's just a big idiot. German Shepherds.
She's wonderful though.
So after the, I guess we can talk about a couple of those. We've got Joel Salatin coming out. We've got Bear Independent, TJ Morris. We've got Anwar Hakim, William Bond.
William Bond.
The elusive.
Yes. And we're going to be doing a workshop with him this year too. He's going to be doing a composting workshop.
Yep.
Cool.
And then who else? We got Callie and Jesse speaking.
Yeah, Carolyn and Jesse from Redemption Valley Homestead. They're going to be speaking.
And Ginger Williams.
Yes, Ginger's coming back. She's going to do a food prep?
I think she's doing a workship on food preservation.
Preservation, yeah.
So we've got a nice lineup this year. We're gonna work those guys pretty hard into the schedule, and I think we've also got we do have one. We have some music coming out. So Scott Armstrong from
we haven't made that announcement yet.
Oh yeah, well I can't say that yet. Kyle said just redact that from your memories.
There might be a redunked podcast.
You've heard nothing.
Yes.
There might be a live broadcast podcast.
These are not the droids you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. You want the Chinese droids. These are not the Chinese droids. So anyways, coming up in July.
Coming up in July.
What do we got going into July?
We've got, speaking of, this is a good opportunity to talk about the sustainability store in July.
Yes.
You want to plug that real quick? What is that? Shelly, you want to tell me about the sustainability store?
So KSL we have launched our sustainability store right now, and we're always looking to add new products. Right now, we have tons of medical supplies. I would like to say that you can go to KentuckySustainableLiving.com and check that out, but for some reason, yesterday we started having some website issues. So hopefully before the weekend's out, all of that will be resolved. You will be able to go to KentuckySustainableLiving.com and check it out. But if you're looking to, we've got some medical kits, we've got supplies to, restock and all of that kind of thing. So go check that out.
Are
You can get merchandise and swag and other stuff there too, right?
Yes. Say that again, Nicole.
Are you on WordPress?
Yes.
WooCommerce?
Yes.
Okay.
It's making me a
maybe
little
let's
crazy.
just hang out after for a sec.
Like, how'd you know?
I probably can't help, but I might be able to help.
I'm about to lose my mind over this website thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, Shelly.
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's
So
ridiculous.
tomorrow when we get the shopping cart rebuilt, you guys can go to KentuckySustainableLiving.com and buy all sorts of cool stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You check out the sustainability store. Make sure you get your swag and your KSL gear prior to the festival.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Tell us about your festival. What do you got going on this year?
So this year, our festival is going to be in July. It's July 18th through the 20th. You don't have to worry about, it being hot or anything. We're in a completely temperature controlled place. It's the WKU Ag Expo Center in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 3 days. It's the only festival that we're doing this year. And we're going to have TJ Morris, Bear Independent. He's coming out to speak. Actually, one of the guys from Refuge Medical is coming on Thursday to do. That's not right. I think he's coming Friday. I think the class that doesn't sound right either. He's going to be there one of those days to do a medical class. I will clarify that at some point going forward.
Those days below there, one of those days.
Yes, one of those days. So Bear's going to be there. William Bond's going to be there. We've got Dr. Trevor Wilkins coming in to talk. Jay Addison from Prepared Citizen is going to be there. We're going to have Brian and Susan Dudley back as speakers. This year, though, we're kind of shifting a little bit. We want to teach some skills. So we've got several workshops that people can come and be a part of. There's going to be a sourdough workshop. There's an herbal workshop. Greg is going to be teaching how to cook in cast iron and that kind of thing. Those are just to name a few. We've got several. I want to say we've got 7 or 8 different workshops lined up. So at different time, and they're going to be taught every day. So if you miss it on Friday, you'll be able to catch it on Saturday, kind of thing.
Beautiful.
So come check it out, learn some skills, and have a great time meeting your people.
That's it. Expand your tribe.
Yes.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful. Right on. So, and then we've got what do we got? The Self-Reliance Festival. I guess she's got all kinds of updates on that. Some super secret squirrel stuff that's just recently.
Super secret squirrel guys. Well, first of all, we're in Camden again this year at Birdsong Marina.
Woo!
And that's gonna be really awesome.
I love that place. Every time that the last 2 festivals that I've come down, I've stayed there. It's a fantastic place.
Yeah, and there's lots of RV spots that can be rented.
Yep.
Camping, there's a big old open camping area that we're going to have to make a fire pit. And I know that's a stretch at the Self-Reliance Festival, but I know we can make it happen.
You make it happen.
We can make it happen. But it's going to be a good time. I'm pretty excited that Self-Reliance Kids is going to have access to indoor-outdoor so they can do stuff outside. But if it's too hot or too cold for a sustained amount of time, they can go in and sort of get their temperature reset. So that's going to be awesome. We are starting to roll out speakers soon.
Okay.
And we have some pretty cool things going on there. And so super secret squirrel.
Yes.
Pinky square, nobody tell. Do you know who Brooke Whipple is?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
I have it on good authority. There's not ink on the contract yet, but I have it on good authority. She's going to be coming out to speak.
That's pretty cool.
It's going to be badass. Yeah.
Really badass.
Yep.
So, and we've got a lot of other speakers lined up. We're going to start rolling them out about once a week. So
Yes.
you can just go to selfreliancefestival.com, check it out, and you'll see what's happening. Of course, we'll have hands-on demonstrations as well, vendor spots. This year, with the new venue, there's no indoor-outdoor thing. It's just all one outdoor area.
Like this. You're an outdoor.
And if more than one person wants to go in on a tent, then they can do that. Like you can put 3 or 4 people into one of those, 12 by 12 pop-up tents. So it just depends on how people want to do that. And I'm not going to oversee that. People can self-organize.
Yes.
It's the Self-Reliance Festival. You can figure it out.
You can be self-reliant. That's right.
You can be self-reliant. Exactly. So
that's awesome. Yes. And that was the one thing, Shelly, I don't know if you did that while you were there staying at Birdsong. The last time we stayed there, we were at Self-Reliance Festival last fall. That's the 6th. That's where I got the dates mixed up. But
yeah,
we did the what was that? The clam, the tour.
Oh, they had pearl or clams that you could crack open and find a pearl.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't get a chance to do it. I just spent most of my time at Self-Reliance. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
I came home with a rare set. Like everybody else got these beautiful white pearls.
Yeah.
I came home with a pair of black ones.
Yeah, in the same clam. They like 2 in the same clam. She was like, "Oh, that's pretty rare. That's like 1 in 20. Good job."
Well, she said that was only the second time she had ever seen it.
Yeah, right on.
Cool.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
But you got to check that out while you're there. I'm looking forward to that. So someone's got to come up in the Self-Reliance Festival ranks and make a fire pit. This is a challenge that someone needs to accept.
Yes.
How big of a fire pit can you do?
Not too big. We don't want to catch trees on fire. And the camping area it's sort of at the end of the road with lots of trees. So you have shade, which is good in case it gets hot. And so, we might even, we might do a fire pit. We might do burn barrels. It's something that the team will talk about, like what makes the most sense there.
Yeah.
But everybody loves a campfire. I have a really fun idea that somebody gave to me that there is also a drive-in movie theater next door.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So we could all just go to movie night on Saturday night.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So
just send on the drive-in movie theater.
I bet they'd love it.
Yes.
They
Self-Reliant hoodlums.
They probably wouldn't mind the traffic,
No.
I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't. And I don't know that it costs all that much to go there. So
Happy Friday Eve. They're Pippinized in Ralphael. I think that's how you say that. Ralph. That's a cool name. I want to say Ralph.
Raphael.
Yeah, Ralphael.
Raphael.
Raphael.
Pippinized says, what movie? That's a good question. I would like to give them a call and see if they already have something on the schedule. And if not, I might see about suggesting something that's appropriate to our audience, because we're going to have hundreds of people there and they'd probably sell good tickets if there was a movie everybody was interested.
Yeah, true story.
The Road, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Not the second
I was thinking Red Dawn.
Yeah. See, we all went to the same place. That's
the first one, not the second one.
These people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Patrick Swayze one.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the real one, the only one. The
yes.
other one, yeah, anyway. We don't want to talk about the other one.
Yeah, that would be cool, though.
Yeah, heck yeah. So, well, I guess this would be a good time to plug Holler Roast Coffee. We just finally got set up as affiliates. Hey, look at that. Look at that gorgeous mug. Oh, man. Now I want some coffee. I can smell coffee, literally smell coffee right now.
I am waiting on my next order to show up, and I ordered twice as much as I normally do because it's so
did I ship it already?
Oh, yeah. It's already en route.
We just got set up today, in fact. Finally, as our affiliate links and stuff are set up, we're going to get that. Make sure you go to MidwestPreparednessProject.com. Check out our Spags' trading post, and we'll get some links in there. They're not in there right now, but we're proud, prolific affiliates of the Holler Roast brand. It is a fine, fine drink. And I was going to say, if you've never tasted it, you should do yourself a favor. Go to Holler Roast. Is it Holler Roast Coffee, Nicole?
It's hollowroast.com.
Hollowroast.
Just hollowroast.com.
Yeah.
Go to hollowroast.com. Check it out. It is fantastic. It's
She's
absolutely.
got some of the best blends. She handpicks and sources the beans from all over the world, from small farmers, as I understand it. And my God, it's amazing. It's amazing.
And even the K-Cups are that coffee. So
Yeah.
I roast the coffee, I ship it to a co-packer. So
It's good coffee. We can all attest. In fact, we'll be serving some of it at the festival. We'll have some around there in the green room tent. Or here's our friend. Here's my little friend. My little shadow. You can't see her, but she's trying to talk to you, Shelly.
And my shadow.
Oh, see, that's just a taste of what you guys are gonna get.
Mine just walked in. She heard me sing. She was like, "Hey, mom."
Oh, so what's your shadow's name?
Well, this is Cece.
Cece?
You won't see her on screen.
Cece, a little thing.
Do you want to go on screen? Come here.
What you got, Cece?
Cece, you need to go this way. This is Cece. Look.
Oh, look at this, Cece.
Hey, baby.
What's up, girl?
Gratuitous puppy shot.
She was like, "What just
That's
happened?"
worth at least 10 views.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Cece.
I could bring a coffee urn up too.
Please. Yeah. Yes. We'll have one, and we'll. I was gonna say, bring yours too. If you got room, I think we'll absolutely do too.
Yeah.
So, what kind of puppy is Cece?
She's a mutt.
Good.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's Beagle in there, and maybe some Pit Bull, and maybe some German Shepherd.
Yeah.
So she'll live a long time then.
Yeah. She's 13 or 14 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Those dogs tend to be the most loyal, most chill, laid back, good vibe having animals.
But the Beagle in her likes to wander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the explorer. You call it wandering. She calls it exploring.
Not all who wander are lost.
That's it. She knows where she's going. She knows what she's doing. Yeah. So, let's see here. I got a couple of little curveball questions for you. So let's do this. Let's talk about. So what did you guys think of the little I guess I don't know what you would call that. There was a show that was on TV the other night where all these people were sitting in this room and they were making fun of this guy with an accent, and he was asking for money because the people that used to sit in that room just used to give it to him with no questions asked.
And he wanted the money to fight his own bullies.
Yes. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch that debate with? I guess it really wasn't a debate. It was just more of a.
It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was just great. Yes, it was great.
It was political maneuvering.
Yes, the orange clown just totally went off on.
He's gonna play 5D chess. That's what he does. He plays chess. He's a 5D chess player. Yes. You're gonna like the way he plays chess. Everybody says he plays chess the best.
Your attitude's all wrong. You're gonna have to leave.
Did you guys watch that? What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think? Give me the down low.
I'm my whole opinion of this thing, and I know there's a guy I work with that he keeps he's conservative, I guess, but he explained to me why Ukraine is important, I guess, and he studies past wars and history. He's a big history buff and all that kind of thing. I get it. But what pisses me off is that, up until the change, with the inauguration or whatever, we had people in North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee living in tents, from a hurricane that came through, however that happened, and not getting any help from anybody. And then we're dumping billions of dollars into a place that's not North Carolina or Eastern Tennessee.
Not even in the country.
And now I hope that that's getting rectified. I hear that that's getting rectified. I don't know specifically because I don't know anybody that lives over there except for Billy. But I was glad that they shut it down. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion because, America first, right?
Yeah. They said they did, but then Rubio turned around and sent them $4 billion.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So it's, yeah.
Well, it wasn't $22 billion. It was only $4 billion. I mean, come on. What were we going to do at $4 billion?
I think it's interesting to watch Europe scramble
There you go. That's
to
really
have
what I was looking
meetings about how they're going to help Ukraine because the U.S. isn't.
Right.
Bingo.
And they're pretty pissy about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and that
And
should
it's
be
like,
happening.
man, like, how far is Ukraine from here versus how far is it from you? Like, maybe you should have been thinking about that sooner than
Right.
that moment.
Why were you all just waiting on us to turn the water tap off before you offered them a drink? Shame
Right.
on you.
Yep. And they let it happen. And under the previous administration, it absolutely would have just kept going.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, to talk about that, Europe is in kind of like a weird state right now.
They are.
I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
I'm very curious about the posturing that's going on. I mean, they're literally on the brink of maybe a conflict or a major conflict if they get drug into that. Especially with the NATO ties. You guys following that? That's really what I think that whole meeting was about, was
Yeah.
to get into NATO or
Mhm.
some type of a NATO connection. But because then really that forces people to choose sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the art of the deal. I mean, Trump knows exactly what he's doing. Right. He's
Art of
going to
the
make bold statements, and he's going to let people call his bluff or take him seriously, or come back to the table and renegotiate. I mean, I think that whole conversation between Trump and Zelensky was to get him to change his attitude. I mean, he clearly said it. You're not even grateful to me or to the American people for what we've done for you. All you want us to do is come beat up your bully.
Yeah.
And that's not, and to keep paying for it. And it was good to see Trump actually stand up to him. And I felt like he was speaking for me as an American citizen to some degree, because, I'm tired of sending money over there. I'm tired of our taxpayer dollars, the money that should have been going to helping our citizens in this country, especially for our natural disasters and things like what happened in North Carolina and Tennessee and all that, with Hurricane Helene and even Milton and some of the other disasters that have been taken.
Yeah,
Man,
California.
Yeah, absolutely. To send as much money as we sent over there, and to only give $750 to the folks in North Carolina is a slap in the face. And yeah.
How many people live in Tennessee, Nicole? Do you know what the population?
I don't know the answer to that question.
What about Kentucky? Do you know how many people are in Kentucky, Shelley?
Nope.
I mean, a
lot.
There's not that many. There's only a few million, I think, in Kansas. Kansas doesn't have a huge population.
Yeah, the entire state of Kansas will fit inside the Dallas Metroplex.
Yeah, I think there's just literally, well, the ones that are registered that are here anyway are just a few million.
Yeah.
But in the same context, I mean, think about that. How many people in Kansas, if we had that kind of catastrophe in North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina,
it would wipe out the state if we all of a sudden became an inland sea again.
Yeah, but where I was going though is how much would they give? What do Rubio give him? $4 billion?
Yeah, $4 billion.
How far could $4 billion go to help 3 million people?
A long way.
Yeah. So about 2 weeks ago, one of my listeners reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I'm coming through on my way out of North Carolina to go back home to Wisconsin." And she, in October, went to North Carolina to help. And hadn't left since then, been living in her van the whole time. And she's like, wow. Yeah, I pretty much only got a couple showers while I was there the whole time because there's just not any infrastructure at all. And she said, like, her first couple weeks there, the smell of rot was just awful. She's like, they weren't pulling bodies out. They were pulling body parts out. And she was like, whole towns just under mud.
Yeah,
and
they're not whole bodies anymore.
Yeah. So she said people are still living in tents and doing the best they can. So not a lot has changed. It's going to take probably decades.
Yeah, I think Billy Bond just had a video on talking about that here recently, talking about how it's still that way up there in Shenandoah and Black Mountain and all them places in the back sections where they never got any aid. They never got anybody to, I mean, it's just kind of crazy to think that we are sending $4 billion anywhere besides there right now.
Yep.
Right.
Where are my Doge tax dollars going? I really want to know why there's gay turtle studies in the Middle East.
Well, see, the interesting thing is the Supreme Court also just unfroze the funds from USAID. They actually unfroze them.
Yeah. Why would they do that?
Don't have good answers, man.
They probably didn't find a good constitutional reason to keep them frozen, would be my guess. And what is happening with Donald Trump is he is trying to expand the powers of the presidency. So no matter if what he's doing is something you like or not, the question, it's a valid question, can the president do that?
Thank you, Nicole.
Yep.
We've been having that debate. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't really look at those things like, oh yay, we cut off funds for USAID.
Yep.
Like, sure, that's been great to take a look at what that's being used for, because that's reasonable to want to be able to see where funds are going.
Mm-hmm.
But if they say that things that were already promised can't be turned off by the president through executive order, then it's time to do some work, I guess.
We're not a monarchy. We don't have a king. We should not be in the process of giving power to a king. I don't care what color his hair is.
Yeah. And then there's the whole drama of Social Security and people over 200 years old.
Oh, yeah.
That being sort of, so the counter conversation is it's a database error where a birth date has not been entered. Somebody defaults to them being about 150 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm glad that you clarified that for me. But don't we want to go through and at least contact the people who are 150 years old to find out if A, they're alive, and B, get their information fixed?
Yeah,
seems
maybe
reasonable, doesn't it?
Blood samples. So
like maybe it's not bad to audit all this stuff and look at what's happening and find where mythical money is going.
Yeah.
No matter what party you are part of, but because the party that's not in power has to scream about something, they're screaming about it.
And the fact that he's doing this is setting a precedent for future presidents and future governance.
Yes.
So, and that'll be a problem. I honestly think that a lot of it is going to covert operations, fake IDs and things like that. That's
the clandestine money.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the database issue with Social Security was likely identified and found a long time ago, and it was intentionally swept under the rug and not dealt with. Because that's a backdoor. That's a loophole for covert operations to leverage.
Yeah, that's very likely. There was a TV show Terry used to watch called Scandal that talked about this, where they canceled the TV show right about the time they revealed that there was a shadow government really running the country and kind of how that organization was structured. And it was one of those things like it's a TV show or whatever, but how interesting that it is that we find out that there really is that thing. And
it's that's the same way the logical conclusion for shows like Person of Interest. And they shut down that one too.
Yeah, same thing, same context, in the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an interesting. So what about the stuff there that's going on with the Doge? Have you guys been paying attention to how much money they've found and where they found it? I heard you mention a couple of them. What's the thing that struck you the most odd in all of that?
So I haven't been keeping up to the minute on Doge. I think what has struck really what I've already said about Doge and looking into things is people are freaking out about it. And a lot of what they're doing is simply auditing things. And then based on those audits, some action is being taken elsewhere, right?
Sure.
Like Doge is not actually shutting down anything.
Right.
They're just like, hey, we know this, this thing.
They're just doing the IRS.
It's really wasteful. Yeah. I haven't kept up on the IRS, but that one is interesting to me.
Yeah.
We could get rid of the IRS by just getting rid of income tax.
That's it. Seriously. And that's one.
It's a very simple solution. And then we don't have to do all of the digging. And there's going to be terrible unemployment for everybody who works for them and for a number of accountants.
But you know what?
Revolve around tax prep.
There'll be a lot of small businesses that start up and a lot of innovation that happens out of requirement as a consequence of that too.
Yeah, one of the best memes I've seen so far was Doge was compared to the two Bobs from Office Space interviewing everybody for their job. So what do you do here at Intertech? Well, I go between the engineers. That's what I do.
It's not that I'm lazy, Bob. It's that I just don't care. It's a problem
Did
of
you-
motivation, really.
Did you guys watch the interview that Elon Musk did with Joe Rogan?
Oh, that was pretty good.
Like last week or something like that. One of the things that stuck out to me on that was him talking about he has to gauge exactly what he's willing to share or release that they find, because like he's afraid that somebody's going to come after him.
Oh,
Well, he already is. He's already receiving death threats.
Right, I'm sure. And he's got his kids to protect and all those baby mamas and all that stuff. And I'm just like, he's sitting there going, do I push it that far? Do I really, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, push it, but he's the one that's got his neck on the line.
Did you see the piece with Maxine Waters talking about she was scared what they're going to find out, what they're going to find out on her? She was like, I don't know what they've got on us. I don't know what they're going to find on us. Like, what, really?
Why are you worried about that? Like, what have you done?
Exactly.
Maybe you went to the island.
Maybe they went to the island. That's it.
Right.
I will say, like, this. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Knock it up.
I tried to share it.
Hang on. It's coming.
You have to add it.
There you go.
The memes that are coming out of this whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So good.
I love it.
How about a cookie?
The whole drama about email me 5 things you did last week.
Yes.
And I saw Elon, he was like, I was just trying to make sure everybody with an email address who's employed by the government could at least answer an email, because I want to know if they really exist.
Right?
Yep.
Like, are we actually paying human beings here, or is this just another bot that's collecting a paycheck and sending it to some third world country like Abu Dhabi? No, well, I guess Abu Dhabi's not third world, but you know what I mean.
Uganda.
Hey, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tara. Thank you for the cookies.
Those cookies are phenomenal.
Oh,
Thank
my
you, Tara.
Lord.
Why don't I have cookies, Tara? So
we have
sad.
cookies in studio. These are the nuclear cookies.
I'm sitting here staring at them, and I just can't. I'm sorry. They're amazing.
We have no cookies. Like, what the hell?
Sorry.
The next live stream, like, man.
I'll send you some through the camera.
Wow.
Oh,
You got like a charcuterie thing going on there?
yeah.
Yeah, this is our studio. You gonna
Shelly,
let our
did
studio-
anybody bring you charcuterie? Like,
Nope.
What the what?
Shelly, you gotta come check out our studio. It's the greatest studio. Everybody tells us they love our studio. Our studio has the best cookies.
We got the cookies.
We got the cookies.
You don't have the cookies.
They don't have the cookies.
We got the cookies.
We got the cookies. We're holding all the cookies. You have no cookies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Y'all ain't right.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
we're tired. This is what
Everybody's
corporate America
tired.
looks like on a Thursday.
Yeah, this is what corporate America
Yes.
looks like. On the
Templin Acres, how you doing tonight? Pippinize
So
you.
what did you all think about that, like, crap show with the Epstein, the binders for the social media people and all of that bull? What did y'all think of that crap?
I think Pam Bondi needs to be fired.
Yeah, amongst others. Yeah.
I
That
don't know
whole
what
thing
a
is
faith will ever
ridiculous.
see a list.
All it tells me is that somebody that's in power right now is on that, and that's why we still don't know.
Yep. I think that's exactly right.
Shelley?
I think that's exactly what's going on.
I think that's like what you said about the Joe Rogan podcast, though. In the same context, someone is scared that until the time is right, they can't play those cards on the table, or else.
That's possible. Yeah.
Well, they better not wait 50 years like the JFK files that we still
my
don't
God.
have.
Have
you
we
guys
still
look-
seen the JFK files?
Yes. Have you? Yeah. Well, some of that stuff came out. Some of the newly released video. There was a video. It looks like the passenger in the front seat turned around and shot him.
Yeah.
Watch the newly released footage and files that they just set out there. And there's another interesting shot where it looks like the passenger seat and that turns around
He
over his
turns and
shoulder,
shoots.
and that's when Jackie tries to crawl out of the car,
Right.
and pour her back in.
Yep. Yeah.
I heard speculation about that, but I didn't know if that was.
There
Did
was
they
no
wait for
message
that
on it.
guy? So the guy that protected her, the Secret Service guy that just died recently, did they wait for him to die before they did all this?
I think so.
They're waiting for a lot of them to die before they release it.
Yep.
Because then there's no prosecution.
Or persecution.
Yeah.
Persecution, yeah.
Well, they're already dead. What are you going to do to them, right?
Curse their name.
Dig them up, do it again.
Yeah, right. So what else? What else? What else?
What else we got?
So we covered Hollow Roast Coffee. We covered. Oh, we can talk about one of our sponsors tonight. So bringing Joel Salatin to the event as our premier sponsor, EMP Shield. And if you go to MidwestPreparednessProject.com, you can check out Spags' trading post. There's a link in there. If you click on that, use the code MWPP. It saves you $50 off each unit. Yep. Helps us out, helps the project out. This is how we fund the project. Like literally, we operate as a not-for-profit. That's why Kyle and I are begging my wife to make us cookies.
Yes.
So please help us get cookies and go to MidwestPreparednessProject.com. Use that code. We greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. So either the Spags trading post, or you can go directly to the EMP Shield website and use the same code there.
Yep. Use that code there. And it'll save you $50 off each unit. Thank you guys very much. Let's see here. Well, we're getting close to the top of the hour here. This is a kind of a weird night. I'd like to end this kind of short and keep it short tonight. Let's do some around the tables. So what would you tell people tonight? What would tired Shelly? I've been in a 9-hour training session. You guys all sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown to me. What's your public message? What's your PSA for the people tonight?
Don't relax. Don't stop preparing. Don't stop. Don't think that whatever is going on in Washington or whatever, that it's all better and all of that. The red wave, save the United States, whatever. It's. I mean, the chaos that we've seen this week, we know it's not. It's the same crap, different dude. You know. So you still have to take care of yourself. You still have to be sustainable. You still need to grow your own food and get all your ducks in a row, get your debt paid off and all that kind of stuff, because they're not going to fix anything. They don't have, I would like to think they have our best interests at heart, but I just don't think so.
I agree.
Yep.
Get out, do stuff, be a part of the solution. I like it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Nicole, what's your PSA for the people tonight?
We have a huge opportunity right now. So a lot of our friends that have come to preparedness and homesteading have come from the right over the years, and they've been disillusioned by realizing that the systems are flawed that run our society. And they've come to the conclusion that they can only really trust themselves and people they get to know to weather hard times, because hard times will come at some point.
You bet.
Right. And so I'm not saying that defeat us. Like in every lifetime, hard times come. And the way you get through that is through strength and community. Right now, we have a huge opportunity because people are really freaked out by Donald Trump from the left side of the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're seeing people on the left start to talk about preparedness, growing their own food, forming communities. And it would serve us poorly to be like, you're such a jerk, or the only word I can think of right now, it starts with an R, and I don't want to say it on your channel.
Elitist. You can't be elitist about it.
Yeah, you can't. It's
Right.
time to talk to people, because many lefties want the same thing righties want.
Sure.
They disagree on how to get there. And when the eyes are open to the systems are flawed, that's when we move beyond left and right and start talking about individual liberty and empowering each other and having empowered communities.
Right.
And that's how we solve this problem. It's a bottom-up solution.
Mm-hmm.
So don't just I guess my words tonight are, be careful when people are talking to you about these things for the first time, that you don't ridicule them or make fun of them or say, I told you so, because then you've just put them back another 6 months or a year and they may never wake up again. Like, now is our time to say, like, heck yeah, let's get some seedlings started. Let me show you how to do a chicken processing, or I had to process 2 lambs last week unexpectedly. So I'm glad I have that skill, right?
Yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to have to process a lamb.
Yeah.
Figuratively speaking.
Or literally.
Or literally.
Or literally.
Or
speaking.
literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. So don't take your foot off the gas. Keep going, Shelley says. It's not the time to lay down and get lazy and complacent, because places where dreams go to die.
Yes.
On the shores of countless bones and resting died. So, and like Nicole said, this is a fantastic opportunity for us to extend the olive branch, reach across whatever aisle you're sitting in, and be a part of the solution. Drive the narrative that we all bleed the same. We all pay the same taxes. We all suffer from the same injustices. It doesn't matter what your race, color, religion, creed. We all pay taxes to some point. We all hail unto Caesar and render unto Caesar what Caesar demands of us. And there are so many unjust laws that are still on the books that, I mean, there's stuff that's on the books from I don't know, the 1900s, early 1800s that are irrelevant today, but we're still paying into them. We're still dealing with the repercussions of them. We're still paying people that are 120 years old, Social Security, 200 years old, whatever. What was it, 150 years old?
At the thing the other night, he said there was one that was 350. So that's older than our country.
Yeah.
So you got a 350-year-old
several that were, or a lot that was over 200 and a lot that was over 150. Yeah.
I don't care who you pray to or who you vote for. You're still suffering that same injustice as everyone else, right?
Right.
So, Kyle, what's your PSA? What do you want to tell the people tonight?
I have two, and kind of piggyback off of what Shelley and Nicole just said. The first one I saw on a T-shirt that I got at Self-Reliance Festival at the SOE compound that said, "Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done."
Yep.
So that's the first one. We have to keep plugging away. We have to keep moving forward, even if we get exhausted or tired, like we are tonight. We're still marching forward and accomplishing our goals. So don't ever stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. The second one, though, is, I guess, to be careful about what you're heavy-handed about in terms of feeling vindicated in what's going on in politics right now. Just because Trump is in office now and he's going after everything and everybody, and we feel vindicated and righteous because he's chasing after the injustices that we've all seen for however long, does not mean that the things that he's putting in place or he's trying to accomplish or the way he's going about it does not set a precedent for the next president who does not have our best interests at heart.
Sure.
So be careful about what we praise. Be careful about what we're heavy-handed about. And like Nicole said, don't stop. Don't stop paying attention. Don't stop, fighting for the right things in this world.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Beautiful, beautiful. Like a warrior poet.
I try to be.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. And
John Lovell, love you, brother.
Yes, that was some John Willis stuff right there.
John Lovell, he'll never see it.
John Lovell, yeah.
Yeah, from Warrior Poets.
Yeah. The other John.
The other John.
The other good John that writes cool stuff.
Yes.
That's cool stuff. And same thing here. I'd echo what everyone here has said. In the same light, come to the festivals. You cannot miss these festivals for a whole lot of reasons. But if there was only one reason I would say or suggest that you come see these festivals for, it's for that community. It's for that camaraderie. You cannot be a keyboard ninja and build your community in the way that you're meeting someone physically, you're shaking hands, you're breaking bread, you're understanding that person. There's only so much you can do through the internet. There's only so many TikTok reels and YouTube videos you can watch on how to fix your boat or your car or your whatever. Meeting someone that complements your strengths and your weaknesses is key to survival in any aspect of life, whether it's in the businesses that you run, the circles that you run, or your preparedness group. You have to get out and meet people, and you're not going to do that at home. You have to come to these festivals. You have to go to the events, workshops, classes, right?
When you're compelled to act, when you feel an itch or you recognize a deficiency and you're compelled to get involved, don't sit on that call.
Yep.
Like actually get up and get off the couch and do something.
Go buy a ticket early and go to Kentucky Sustainable Living Festival. Take a class, take a workshop, talk to a stranger in the crowd and find out that they live 2 blocks from you and you should have met them already. And shame on you, but how cool is it that here you are together sitting across from a neighbor, right? Same thing. Go to Self-Reliance Festival and go take the clam tour over there. It's actually pretty cool. Help build the fire pit. If you're out there tonight, make sure you reach out to Nicole. If you build fire pits, she would love to have you sponsor that. That'd be pretty cool.
I would.
Any fire pit sponsors out there?
Also, you should probably get your ticket now because the first 100 tickets are the cheapest that tickets will be.
That's it. Buy now, buy early.
I just launched we haven't sent the email out to everybody, so just saying.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Do that.
And if you're from New York or Texas, you might as well come to Kansas too, because you'll find that your neighbor who lives, who's into the same lifestyle lives 20 minutes from you, and they showed up in Kansas as well. We see that a lot.
Yeah. So I think that's it for me. I guess we'll close out. We'll go ahead and close out tonight. Thank you everybody for watching us tonight. Again, Miss Nicole from Living Free in Tennessee, Self-Reliance Festival. Miss Shelley from the Kentucky Sustainable Living. Tonight we're missing again Jason. He's off doing Jason things. He's being Superman like Jason often does.
And Bobby.
Yes, and Bobby. We have Judge Bobby.
Judge Bobby.
Yes. So Bobby is doing a super secret reconnaissance mission tonight. We can't tell you what he's doing, or else we'd have to kill you. And you guys are probably cooler than us, and we don't want to do that. So, have a great night, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.